Hey guys, Karl G Larsen here. In this video, I'm going to teach you my top 7 meal planning tips to help you stay lean and fit. So tip number 1, set a goal and hang a carrot. What does that mean? Here's what it means. You got to set a goal for yourself for the week. You got to set yourself up to progress towards something. And that something needs to be something that you're passionate about. So maybe right now you're trying to lose 15 pounds. Maybe right now you're trying to double your energy. Maybe right now you're trying to put on 5 pounds of muscle or burn body fat. Whatever it is for you, you have to attach what your goal is to the work in your fork, which is meal planning and eating every single day. So you got to align your eating and your meal planning with whatever you're trying to accomplish in your wellness. And so set your goal and hang a carrot. So what does a carrot mean? Well, here's what I do. Personally, what I love to do is I love to say, okay, here's my meal plan for the week. I plan out the entire week ahead of time. And then I say, if I do this, I reward myself with this. Okay, so for example, this week, if I eat the way I planned, right, and not everything goes perfect, so there's a little bit of flexibility there, but if I follow my meal plan that I set up, then on Saturday night, I get to go out on date night with my wife and eat a ton of pizza and drink a beer or two. Right? Because like you can't be perfect all the time. But you have to set some type of goal and some type of reward for yourself. Maybe it's as simple as having a glass of champagne. Maybe it's as simple as seeing a movie with a friend. Maybe it's as simple as going for a walk with your dog that normally you don't have time to do, but you make time to do it as a reward for yourself for following your meal plan. So it doesn't matter what the carrot is, but you got to put it out there and then reward yourself when you hit your goal. Okay, second tip is you have to plan out your week. Now what I recommend is planning it from Monday through Sunday, okay, which means if you wake up on Monday, it should be all planned out. Don't wake up on Monday and be like, okay, now what am I going to do for the week? You got to wake up with a game plan to go out and really attack the week with intention and purpose in terms of going after your goal and eating right. So my recommendation is do your meal planning on Sunday. Now, most people have Sundays off. If that doesn't work for you, no problem. Find your Sunday, whatever day that is. I know I have a lot of friends and customers that work in the service industry, and they're bartenders or servers or waitresses or whatever, and they typically have their weekends, right, on Monday and Tuesday because they're working all weekend. If that's you, no problem. Then pick your Sunday. But for most of us, Sunday is the right day to do our meal planning because we have more free time. So that's when you actually lay out the plan, which we're going to get into here in a second, just to figure out what you're going to do. But Sunday is the day you want to meal plan, and then I would meal plan on Sunday, but then implement it Monday to the following Sunday. So you have your plan from Monday to the following Sunday, but do it on Sunday if that makes sense. Third meal planning tip to have an amazing week is to schedule your week. A lot of times we don't go into the week knowing what we're going to do. Our schedule is just controlling us versus us controlling our schedule. So that's a whole separate training video that we'll leave alone for right now. But look at your week ahead of time. What does your schedule look like? When are you working? When do you have free time? When are you able to go get a bite to eat? When are you going to have your snacks? Right? Where do you have family obligations that are a must? Having your schedule planned out ahead of time in chunks is going to be huge to be able to understand and look forward at, okay, where am I going to eat my meals and how am I going to prepare and bring them with? If you don't know what your schedule's like, it's going to be really tough to follow a meal plan because you're honestly just going to be shooting from the hip all week long, and all of a sudden it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now you're just trying to survive. Now you're just driving through the drive-thru, now you're just stopping at a gas station because you just don't know what you're doing and you got to eat and you're starving, and you find yourself in that moment where you just have to fuel yourself versus intentionally eating towards your goal. So plan your week out, get your schedule. It almost seems like it's not related to meal planning, but it totally is. So get your personal and business and professional schedule set for the week, and then go into looking at where during the week are you going to eat your meals. When are you going to have dinner? When are you going to wake up? When are you going to have breakfast? When are you going to have your snacks? Get all that set up. So that's done. You're ready to go right on Monday morning. You're ready to rock. Okay, tip number 4, create your snack list. What is a snack list? Here's what a snack list is. A list of foods that when you go to the grocery store on Sunday and get your groceries for the week, these are the foods you buy to make your snacks with. And then when you come home, you have all the food you need to make your snacks, and you prepare your snacks ahead of time. So literally you have a fridge full of a week's worth of snacks. And what that does is it allows you to not have to think about it every single day. You're prepped for the day, or for the week, excuse me. So you're always got something that you love to eat because you've already decided upon it. You know exactly what it's going to be and at what time you're going to eat because you already planned it. And then there's no question about how it's going to happen. It's just an implementation factor. It's just you executing on your game plan, which is a whole other thing in itself. But having your snack list, creating it, going to the store, getting those foods and items that will allow you to have your snacks prepared for the week and set aside in your fridge. So you wake up on Wednesday, let's say, you have your breakfast that's already planned out, you grab your snacks that you already prepared, throw them in your bag, go to work, whatever your work is for you, and then at the designated snack time that you've already thought about ahead of time, boom, you already have your snack, it's ready to go. Versus all of a sudden it's 3 p.m., you forgot to eat breakfast because you woke up late, you didn't get a mid-morning snack because you're trying to catch up, lunch was rushed so it wasn't really lunch, and all of a sudden it's 3 p.m. and you're starving. I've been there before, so if you've ever been there before, like, I get it, I totally get it. And so this is just something that's really helped me overcome that situation, because when you're in the moment, all theory goes out the window, all intentions go out the window, you're starving, so you got to eat something, so you find whatever you can, you just, boom, you're done, right? You just eat it. So let's avoid that situation in its totality and really make it super easy to get your snacks in and have a healthy time and a fun time following your meal plan. Okay, tip number 5, create your dinners ahead of time. Plan out your colorful meals ahead of time. So just like you go to the grocery store and you plan your snacks, I want you to do the same thing with your dinners. So on Sunday, when you're planning for the week, that means looking at when are you going to eat your dinners? What are you going to have for your dinners? Are your dinners going to align with your meal plan or your nutrition plan? And again, just as a reminder, guys, a third of your plate should be lean protein, a third of your plate should be fruits and veggies, a third of your plate should be complex carbohydrates or whole grains. Okay, so make sure you have all those components every single time you sit down and eat dinner every single night. And when you go to the store on Sunday, grab all those components, then it's ready for you and you're good to go. Now, for dinner, there's two ways to go about this. Maybe more, but 2 main ways in my opinion. You make dinner every night and you set aside the time to make dinner and have family time or have time for yourself and kind of unwind and really do it that way. Some people love to do that. I love to do that. So some days it's like that. Other days, though, it's all my dinners are prepared. So a lot of times we'll prepare our food, our dinners, probably 3 days in advance, and they're just in the fridge. So I get home from a day's work, from helping people get healthy, just like we're doing right now. And, you know, let's say I got to jump on a conference call, or let's say I just don't want to take an hour of time to like really prepare and cook and everything. It's already done. It's already set up. I take it, I heat it up, boom, it's almost like brand new. So either set aside the time, make the dinner every single night, or prepare it a few days ahead of time and really have it ready so you can just grab it out of the fridge and go and boom, you're set. Okay, tip number 6 to help you stay on track with your meal planning for the week. Find an accountability partner. Find someone that can keep you accountable, that you tell them what you're going to do and they ask you during the week, halfway, 3/4 of the way, 5/6 of the way, right? What are you doing? Are you following your plan? They keep you accountable. So what this does is really interesting. It kind of has got a psychological component to it too now, because it actually takes into account your character, your integrity. When you tell someone you're going to do something and you don't do it, that, in my opinion, is a character gap or a character flaw. And now, I'm not saying we need to be perfect, and I'm not saying you're always going to do everything exactly the way you say you're going to do it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you have someone that's supporting you and that you express what you're going to do with them, here's what I'm going to do. So then they're going to ask you. You know they're going to ask, and you don't want to be in the position of like, shit, I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So now what do I say? Because that's kind of like a gut-wrenching, gut-checking moment where it's not fun, and I've been in that position. So again, if you've been in that position before where you know you didn't do what you said you were going to do, I totally get it. But if you want to create an environment or a situation that'll help you move forward faster, find someone that you can keep accountable to. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it's your friend. Maybe it's your business partner. Maybe it's, I don't know, who knows what, a public display of accountability on Facebook. You just throw it out there. You just boom, let everyone know what you're doing. Maybe it's that. I don't know. But find someone to keep you accountable, or a group of people to keep you accountable, to help you stay on track. Huge difference in the long run. Huge difference. Okay, step 7, last step in this meal planning video and meal planning for the week is, once you do all the things we talked about, right? Once you set a goal, hang a carrot. Once you plan on Sunday, meal plan. Once you do all the steps that we talked about, then you celebrate. You got to take time to reward yourself and literally like pat yourself in the back saying, like, dude, I did a really good job this week. I'm so happy. Thank you, everyone, for helping me. Thank you to myself for following through. I feel really good about it. Because what happens is you start to neurologically link up positive emotions with practices and habitual patterns. And you do this over and over again. You create this connection of positivity, feeling good with positive actions, and it spirals the effect. Versus what most of us get stuck in is, I said I was going to do this, I half-assed it, kind of did it, kind of didn't. I don't feel really good about it because now I'm not getting the results I want that I say I want. So I'm actually going to not tell anyone about it, and I'm going to feel bad about it. And so then going into the next week, you're like, I'm going to do it again. But you'll remember from the week before, you don't feel really good about what you did last week. And so it's got this negative connotation to meal planning and following through. And then you do this a few times, and all of a sudden you're like, you know what? This isn't working. What's the point? I'm just going to not even try. I've done this too. So if you've done that, I can totally relate with you because I've been in that. I was in that for 7 years cycle. It was not fun. It really took me to shake my whole body, like everything, my psychology, my physiology, everything shook. It took me to shake myself to get out of that and really get some help. But let's not even go there. Let's follow this plan and avoid the whole process, okay? So celebrate when you follow through with what you say you're going to do. It's going to create positive emotions. You're going to feel so much better about it. Just do it. Okay, guys, those are my 7 meal planning tips. I hope this helps. If you want to learn more info, subscribe to my YouTube channel or go to my Facebook page at facebook.com/Karl G Larsen fans. That's Karl with a K, Larsen with an E-N. Or go to my website, karlglarsen.com. Always posting new information, fun information that's going to help you stay healthy with your nutrition, on track with your fitness, and keep your mind sharp with your mindset. So thank you for the time, guys. Implement this right away. It's going to help. I'll talk to you soon.